thinking about it long and hard, and I think I'm about to commit a murder. Good morning, it's market day, so it's like 7:30. I need to be there between 8 and 9 to set up, and it's about, I think, 45 minutes away. So I'll get there right in time for setup, and the market starts at 10. This market is over at 4 today, and it's gonna be like really hot today. As I mentioned before, I have a lot of tattoos that I'm self-conscious about, not because I don't like tattoos, I just don't like mine, I guess. Some of them, like I like some of them. I don't need to be telling you this, but let me show you my outfit. I was like, can I do this? I know people show their shoes like this. I think I'm ready to go. Hopefully I'm not missing anything this time. Let's hope for the best. Let's go see some goats.
Heard it from a friend, she was in our bed, should've known better. Said it was the truth, she came on to you, yeah, but you let her. Knocked me over 10 feet forward. Never knew I could sleep alone good, I've never been better. You're probably out there somewhere missing me. Wish I had an ounce of sympathy. Yeah, I tell my friends that I wish you well, but the truth is, honey, that I hope it hurts like hell. Like hell. When you see me leaving here with someone else, well, the truth is, honey, that I hope it hurts like hell. Like hell. Remember when you tried putting up a fight? Bet you feel stupid. Tried to make a scene, didn't change a thing. Damn it, you blew it. And you're probably out there somewhere missing me. Wish I had an ounce of sympathy. Yeah, I tell my friends that I wish you well, but the truth is, honey, that I hope it hurts like hell. Like hell. When you see me leaving here with someone else, well, the truth is, honey, that I hope it hurts like hell.
So I think I'm finished setting up. We have about 20 minutes left, so I'm gonna see if I can like try to make any little items to add. And I know I mentioned it, I think it was in my last video when I talked about the goats that I was gonna bring. This is like the least amount of inventory I think I've had at a show. And I feel like I made up for the amount of inventory by the amount of like fixtures I have on the table, by like the amount of like risers and stuff. So I actually am really happy with this setup. I think it looks really good. I think this is like one of my best setups that I've done. But let me know if you think that you can tell that I don't have as much inventory. I have a lot of like bigger items. We'll see. I forgot to mention it, but this is actually the rain check date for the original event. The original event was supposed to take place on May 4th, I believe. And that was the day that it was like hailing really bad. And I went to the craft fair and the craft fair got hailed out. So this is the rescheduled event, and I saw that they were looking for vendors, and I had wanted to originally do this event, but I was really afraid of the $100 application fee. And this event is in Paradise, California, which honestly there's not a lot of like people who live up here after the fire. So I didn't know how well attended the event was going to be, but I went ahead and applied. They said they didn't have any other crocheters when I did apply, but since then they put out a flyer with like the different vendor logos. It is a crocheter, and she's has a lot of Instagram followers, so I don't know if she's here. Since we do have some time before it starts, maybe I can walk around and look at the other booths. So I'm a little bit on a curve right here. So I did one 4-foot table pushed back so that it's more at an angle so you can see the second 4-foot table. And we have the little guys over here. So here's the Poggy's Place patterns with the made up goat pattern that I freehanded. My free-handed goat. Sea animals, I threw the frogs and the tadpole in there because they're sea creatures, and honestly I didn't know where else to put them. Still got the California condor, and he has some fluff on his head. Honestly, he's making me a little mad. He won't stay on that stand I put him on. And then we have car hangers. I need to put up the car hanger sign. I think it's a little hard to see them because that thing, you can see through the fence. So I don't know if she's here. Since we do have some time before it starts, maybe I can walk around and look at the other booths. So I'm a little bit on a curve right here. So I did one 4-foot table pushed back so that it's more at an angle so you can see the second 4-foot table. And we have the little guys over here. So here's the Poggy's Place patterns with the made up goat pattern that I freehanded. My free-handed goat. Sea animals, I threw the frogs and the tadpole in there because they're sea creatures, and honestly I didn't know where else to put them. Still got the California condor, and he has some fluff on his head. And then we have with the traffic, I do think it's a little hard to see them. Maybe I can put like a backdrop on that thing. That would be kind of cool. What if I got like a backdrop that looked like somebody's dashboard? That'd be weird. I'll see what I can do, but I definitely need to put the sign. Here's the 2 leftover chickens I had from my last event at the Gridley Street Fair. Here's the 0 gravity sleeping cow, very large. And then this little fence thingy, this really cute little arch. I found at the thrift store. Look, there's a hair on it. Okay, I was recording and then another vendor came and talked to me and she was giving me some really, really awesome advice. That's so cool. She gave me a lot of compliments, but she also gave me some really good advice for like table layout suggestions. I want to go check out her booth, hopefully before the activity like picks up and stuff, and I can see how she did her layout. I definitely probably don't have enough inventory to do what she was talking about, but I want to see it like in action. So let me finish going over what the table looks like. Yes, I picked up this little weird arch. It's just a piece. There's nothing, I'll show you the back, but it's just a piece. There's nothing attached to it. I found it at the Goodwill when I went shopping with my friend Kat, who's the host of the podcast Many Constant Worlds. She came to town to see me, and it was so cool because I went on that road trip with the lobsters to see her. So of course we had to go thrift store shopping, and I picked up that arch. And then she brought me from a thrift store in the town that she lives. She brought me this awesome chair. Look at it. Totally. She was like, you have to have this. I was like, of course, it fits my vibe. Isn't that cool? Like, I love these miniature like 70s vintage chairs. Aren't those awesome? So we got these 2 guys on it. As you can tell, I didn't add horns, so maybe people might think they're sheep, but they're supposed to be goats. Oops, sorry, little guy. And also nothing has price tags on it, but I have a little bit of time, so hopefully I can get to pricing. And then we got the big guy up here. Hopefully it's like eye-catching and draw people in. The only reason I think it might not be eye-catching is because of how busy the street is behind me. And I think that will definitely like pull people's attention, you know? Because I was even noticing that while I was like standing back looking at my booth. I'm like, wow, you're really focused on the traffic and not like the things in your booth. So before I talk about this sign, here's my flowers. You can see my flowers are really, really dwindling. I've definitely run out of my flower inventory, and I just made the decision to not prioritize working on flowers for this market because I really wanted to spend some time making these goats that I really liked. And the flowers just would have taken me way too long. I wanted to do sunflowers. Sunflowers are always very popular, and I feel like sunflowers and goats go together like peanut butter and jelly, but I just didn't have enough time. So I only have a few of the large lilies left. I will probably make a bouquet out of some of this lavender before customers start arriving. I only have 2 cactuses. This is the least amount of cactuses I've ever brought to a show, and they're both the bigger ones. This one has been with me from my very first show, so maybe today will be the day that somebody takes him home. And then I only have 4 roses. Every time I restock my flowers, I make 10 roses. We'll see what happens this time. I only have 2 bouquets. This bouquet I made out of the bigger bouquet that was at the street fair, the one that was unwrapped. It got a lot of attention, but nobody bought it. I think it was because it was like kind of pricey. And then I have a bouquet of poppies. Trying something different with the bookmarks. The bookmarks keep falling off the stand that I was originally putting on, which I think is actually like a necklace holder or something. So I'm laying them down this time, and then I brought Anne of Green Gables as a demo, and I think that's it. So let me show you the back of the table, and then we'll talk about that sign. So this is my area. I guess I can't keep it too messy back here because people will be able to see me. And then here's the back of that piece of fence. See, it's just like there's nothing attached to it, so it's kind of cool. I can pick it up and move it. I kind of strung the vines into the baskets and into this rack right here to keep it straight. I really like that piece of fence. I think it's super cool. And then this sign I made because every market I get asked so many times why I don't sell cakes for cats. So thank you to my good friends who helped me come up with the wording on this. This says, why is it called cat cake? My name is Quinn, and I'm a stay-at-home mom who loves to crochet. My handmade business, grew from a passion to create silly and unique toys for my baby daughter. During the time I was trying to come up with a name for my small business, the phrase cat cake was how my daughter pronounced cupcake, and it was something silly that made me laugh, just like my crocheted creations. I hope they make you smile as much as they make my daughter and I think it's very sweet. I'm really, really happy with the sign. I didn't mean for it to be printed so humongous. I got it printed at Walgreens, and the foam board, the smallest size, is 11 by 10 or something like that. So that's the size I picked, and oh my goodness, I'm just now noticing that it's totally crooked. Look. See how there's more white right here than on this side? Walgreens. I want my $8 back. Okay, this is the vendor that was telling me, giving me like the tips for like the table setup. So she was saying she maximizes like the perimeter. So how many 4-foot tables does she have? 5 4-foot tables. She puts them up at the edge, and then she has this other one, and she makes this walkway. So there's a walkway right here, and she's totally right. It like allows for way more people inside of your booth. You're just so ready. So this is such an awesome idea. I really, really like it. And also, look how many jams she does. She does 34 flavors of jams, you guys. Isn't that nuts? They're beautiful. Oh, look at these little gift baskets. That's so cool. Okay, I might have to come back later. The show started, so I need to run back to my booth right now. Okay, 10:30 check-in. My allergies are going bananas. I was literally talking to another vendor, and my like nose started running. It was super embarrassing. It took 30 minutes to have my first sale of the day. That was like the longest that it's ever taken. But honestly, there's not as much like people walking around, and I think it's because in the parking lot where this event is taking place, there's a really large church, and my father-in-law just showed up. He told me that they told him the parking lot was full, and he had to turn around and go park somewhere else. So I'm hoping that like when church is over, there'll be like more parking spots available for people, and then people will come to the event. So the first sale was one of the one of those tan like little squishy goats for $10. That was the first sale of the day, and that is the goat that I made with Michael's Homestead. Okay, so I'm gonna whip up some price tags real fast. I had some people already ask about the big goat, and when I said he was $45, their face went, oh. So is that too high? I don't think that's too high though. That's a lot of work, and it has the hand painted eyes, so I'm supposed to account for the cost of the eyes, right? I'm gonna leave it at 45. And also because I want him to be at my booth because it's the goat festival. I don't want to sell him like first thing. So I don't know, I'm gonna leave him at 45. I'm gonna price some of the other goats. Obviously the smaller ones won't be as expensive, but I am taking into consideration the eyes. So So the things that have the hand painted eyes, I think I'm going to put a little tiny markup on them. I had some really, really great suggestions and comments in my last market vlog when I talked about how I wanted to lower my prices because I was in like a smaller town. I'm really going to take your guys' advice and just not lower my prices. One of the comments did say that if I ever do want to lower my prices, I should take the tag that has the old price on it and cross it off and then put the new price because it's going to look like it's on sale. Such a good idea and such a good suggestion. I haven't tagged any of the goats yet, so I'm just going to kind of come up with what I feel like is right, and I'm going to try to not second guess my prices for the first time. I've been thinking about it long and hard, and I think I'm about to commit a murder. And you guys don't have to watch if you don't want to. I'm really sorry if it's going to upset you. This condor, I forgot to bring polyfill. So I kind of have set up right behind this little fence thing, starting to do some price tags. And we sold our first goat. The first one to go was the smallest one. It was right here, the white one with the 2 little horns on it. And that one I made off of pretty much the dimensions of the Madeline Mayco goat pattern, but I just shortened the body rows and then made the head separate and I crocheted it on. And the person who bought it was a 2-year-old girl, just like my daughter. Okay, I don't know what time it is, This is Amanda. She follows me on YouTube and she's local from Paradise. And she just came to say hi at my booth. And you guys, she crochets. She brought me a leggy frog. This is the first leggy frog I've ever touched or laid eyes on in person. And that's so cool.
I've only been doing it for a year and a half.
A year and a half. Isn't that amazing?
Almost 2 years.
And we love supporting people.
Thank you.
So, it's 11 a.m. The show's been going for 1 hour and 15 minutes, and let me just show you. We have sold out of every single goat and the California condor. You guys, somebody bought the big condor, and it was a little girl. It was a little girl that wanted him. And now I don't know what to do because I was about to murder that condor and take his stuffing out so that I can make more items. And now he's gone. I was really like thinking like, I'm gonna pull the condor off of the table and hide him behind, I was gonna hide him down there, and then I was gonna cut his head off. And I didn't get a chance to. The mom of the little girl told me that her daughter is weirdly obsessed with turkey vultures, and that she asked her mom if there was a turkey vulture stuffed animal, and the mom told her like, no, I've never seen one before. So when the little girl was at my booth, she thought that the California condor was a turkey vulture, and the mom looked at that price tag that said $50 and just said, okay, here you go. So that's crazy. That's insane. Oh my goodness. My heart is like pounding right now because I don't have any stuffing to work on more things. So it's almost 12 and have had quite a few sales so far. And I'm also sweating and panicking and having a heart attack. So let me show you the table. Let me show you the table and then tell you my plan. We're out of the 5 squishy farm animals that I made. I've sold 2, I think I've sold 3 of the $8 small sea creatures. Sold the last tadpole that we had. No car hangers have sold so far, which is super weird because they're always like super popular. I went ahead and pulled out the Madeline Mako bow that I wasn't happy with. I put on the ears that were in the pattern. He's supposed to have little horn nubbins too, but I didn't bring a good color yarn to do the horns with. I can try doing it with one of the yarns that I brought because the horns don't have any polyfill in them, so it'd be okay. Maybe I'll do that just to make him look a little bit more like a goat. I'm really not happy with, I'm just not happy visually. I think the eyes are pretty, and people loved the eyes. People love the hand painted eyes. Got a lot of compliments on them. So many people are talking about the corn. Everybody who comes up is like, oh my gosh, the corn. So nothing else is sold. We sold 1 bookmark, 1 rose, but yeah, all the big items are gone. Because we sold out of everything and we forgot to bring the polyfill today. And when I say we, I mean us, you and me. We're in this together. You forgot to remind me about the polyfill. I forgot to bring the polyfill. It's okay. We're gonna move past it. I'm going to try to crochet some little bodies, and then my daddy, #1 dad in the whole world, #1 dad in the whole galaxy, best dad in the universe, is going to come bring me some polyfill. And I have his truck, so I don't know what car he's gonna drive. But I'm gonna try to work as fast as I can. Okay, bye. I'm working on chicken right now. I just don't have colors to do like goats. You know what? I have some weird colors. Let's see what I can do. Let's see what I can come up with. But let's look at the table. So I'm just gonna remove this sign because people keep thinking that the frogs are $10. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move the cow and the corn to the front. So they're front and center. Man, everybody's been talking about the cow pattern, but no one's wanna buy it yet. I'll put the corn right here. I'm kind of surprised that people are shied away from the $35 price because like the big goat was $45 and the black goat was 35, I think. And the other goat was 30. So I'm kind of surprised that people are like shying away from it. But here's how this front looks. Maybe I should make the car hangers. Maybe the car hangers are too far back and people don't know what they are. Totally regret spending so much time making car hangers. Here's this guy. Flowers look the same. Bookmarks are a lot less messy when they're laying down. So, I was working on a chicken with this Bernat tweed, but I'm gonna change plans. And the other chicken color I brought was this other Bernat tweed. So I'm going to try to do the Poggy's Place little squishy body with this Bernat tweed. And I brought a little bit of yellow with me because I was going to do the yellow for the chicken beaks. This might look so ugly. Or if worse comes to worse, I can sacrifice a concha because I have conchas with me from my last show. I didn't put them on the table because I only had 3. I didn't know if this crowd would know what they are. I should put them on the table, huh? Oh my goodness. I think I learned the lesson. Put everything on the table. Put everything on the table. I don't have any back inventory of like the little animals or anything with me. The only thing I have under the table right now to restock with is car hangers, and I haven't sold a single car hanger. I definitely didn't learn my lesson either about filling up my dorky yarn bag because I only brought 4 skeins with me. I could have really shoved that full of yarn and I would have had more colors to choose from. Okay, number 1 daddy in the world. He brought me this bag of Polyfill Crafter's Choice Dry Polyester Packing Fiber Fill, ideal for doll making. I'm gonna be honest, this wouldn't have been my first choice. It's like, it feels like it's sticky, even though it's not. I can't explain it. It's very interesting feeling. I don't know how to explain. This feels like a million cobwebs all together. But I used it to stuff a little goat I made. Feel free to roast my yarn choices. This is the only yarn I brought with me. Well, I brought another Bernat tweed, but it's white and like that white and black one. So I have 1 little goat. Almost out of the sea animals. You guys, I'm swimming in car hangers. Nobody wants them. I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna move the car hangers to the front in a minute. These 2 chickens that I made the last market, nobody wants. So here's the sky. I made him little horns with the Bernat tweed, and I sewed his ears on. I used cotton to sew the ears on because I didn't bring the gray Bernat that I made him with. And he is $20, which I know is cheaper than the other goats, but honestly, I'm not really happy with the way he looks. So this is gonna be the craziest combination. So I put that little brown tweed goat on the table, and it literally sold like 30 seconds later, like right as I turned around, somebody was buying it. So, making another one, doing tweed on tweed. Let's see what it looks like. But since the last check-in, we have sold the first car hanger of the day, which was the duck on the swing. We sold a puppy, which is nice. This is how many cards I have left from the stack that I got at Staples a month ago. That's kind of nuts. I'm gonna have to reorder cards. Here's the goat. And what I want to say about this goat is that I don't really like doing blobby shaped things. Things that are just blobs that have like bobble stitches on the bottom. But this pattern is very fast. I do think that this one is cute. I like that. I think it's silly, like it's just a big head. It's definitely a blob. Would this look cuter if I made like the snout smaller? Maybe I'll try that on the next one. But here's one. I'm gonna put them on the table. Okay, 2 o'clock check-in. So the bag of polyfill paid for itself, which I did pay my dad back. It was $8. He said it was on sale at Joann's. So I just sold a couple bookmarks. I think I'm gonna move around the table. Let's look at it. So I think I'm gonna move the car hangers to the front. I'm like pointing and not even showing my hands. Okay, I think I'm gonna move the car hangers to the front of the table. I don't know. Who knows? This must be like frustrating for like seasoned vendors. You probably know exactly where to put things, and I'm just like, Okay, let me move it around, then I'll show you. Okay, this is what I did. I just moved those two things. It's getting a little bit windy. I like how these two pieces are sandwiching in this sign, so it won't fall over anymore. I like that. I just lowered the chickens to $12 because these chickens are heckin' tiny. They're pretty small. Well, they're small compared to the normal chickens I do. Those are probably more the size of like regular maple chickens that, like if you follow the maple chicken pattern, that's probably like the actual size of those. I moved the bouquets up here. So I just lowered the price of the poppy bouquet to $30. This goat, I'm gonna put this goat in the front because maybe somebody's gonna love him and take him. Put him right there. Okay, now that my dad went through all the trouble of like bringing me the falafel, it's actually really died down. I haven't seen anybody even walk past my booth in a long time. And it's starting to get hot. So I'm getting a little bit sick. Also, the person next to me keeps smoking cigarettes and it's giving me a headache. It's super yucky. So there's a booth here that has hand-dyed yarn that I really want to go check out. And I talked to them a little bit this morning and they're super, super nice. I'm like so unbelievably awkward in front of people. Like unless I have like my customer voice on, I'm just so uncomfortable to be around, I feel like. And I don't know if I scared these people, but they were very, very nice. I really want to go back and look at their booth and their hand-dyed yarn. And while I take a little market break for the rest of the month of June, I would like to fix some of the things that like I routinely like complain about every time I have a market vlog. Like this sign that says thank you for shopping small or whatever. Thank you for shopping small. I'd like to redo this. I especially would like to redo this because the back of it has my original flower sign on it from my very first market when I panicked and wrote it on it with Sharpie. And my prices were so cheap. The sunflower was $8, lily was $10. So now those prices are all raised and I don't like seeing like that Sharpie on the back. I should have painted it when I painted the front. I don't know why I didn't. So I'd like to come up with some better signage. I still like those little wooden signs because I like the arch and stuff, but they sure do fall down a lot when it's windy. So I'd like to get something like a little bit more professional. I still like the look of handmade things. I think that fits really well with my booth. Like I think not having a big vinyl banner and stuff makes me still look like I'm a very, very small business. And I like the look of that. I like looking more like my friend Victoria told me, like a boutique instead of like something that's like mass produced. And you know, she probably only said that to me to make me feel better about not having like a ton of inventory all the time. But I do understand where she's coming from, like saying that something looks more like a boutique. And that's the vibe I'm going for, is like a small handmade business because it is all handmade. And I mean, it takes a while to make this kind of stuff. How do you feel about this nose? It's giving seal to me. I'm gonna add some ears and horns. So it's about that time of day where I start thinking, what am I gonna eat for dinner? Side? No, that's too much candy. This is a lot of candy. Thanks you. Okay, so there's a booth next to me that has like freeze-dried candy and freeze-dried lemonade. Isn't that crazy? And they have like corn and peas and bananas. And I went over there to see what kind of things they had. I got my daughter something. Here, let me show you what I bought. So I bought This is freeze-dried lemonade powder, and you mix it with water to make yourself lemonade. Where's my cup at? So when you buy the lemonade inside a little container, they give you a bottle of water so you can mix up the lemonade and start drinking it. And it's so fresh tasting. It's just, I think she said it's just, let's see. Ingredients: blueberries, lemons, and sweeteners, and that's it. Blueberries, lemons, and sweeteners, nothing else. It's so good. So for my daughter, I got her, there's a little girl over there, and I asked her which one her favorite treat was, and she said it was these little ice cream cones. Says they're Napoleon taffy ice cream. So I got these for my daughter, and then for my husband, who, my husband's kind of addicted to like gummy candy, like sticky, like very, my husband has a problem. He eats a lot of candy. So I got these ones that are fruit roll-ups. Look how crazy that looks. And then those cute little kids kept coming over to my booth, and I was like, what do you want? You can pick out anything you want. And the little girl picked out the Madeline Mako goat that I've been unhappy with this entire time. And she said she really liked it. She thought it was a cow, which is fine. I told her, just take it, sweetie, because she really liked it. And I wanted to go somebody who like actually really likes it. So I'm so happy that I did all that work on that goat, and it went to a little girl who's gonna play with him and love him. And then her brother picked out one of my blobby goats that I had finished making. So that was all. I had one left on the table, and he picked out that, and they told me that they had another brother who actually stayed home today and that he really likes chickens. After I gave them those 3 animals, the kids came back and they gave me more candy. These enormous things called stud muffins. I don't know what these are. I'm sure my husband's gonna love them. I can't eat these because they have eggs in them, but my husband's gonna love them. Ones look like those nerd cluster things, and they're called Geek Face. Amazing. I really like how they put the ingredient list on the outside so I can see whether or not I can eat it. These ones are Jolly Ranchers. Isn't this crazy? Look how big they are. And I can eat these ones, so I'm gonna open it and try it. It's really good. They're watching me. I better make it look really good, huh? Oh my gosh, it smells so good. It smells like candy. Of course it smells like candy. What would I think it smells like? Should I put this in my mouth right in front of customers? There's people looking at my booth right now. First impression, it's very hard. It's hard, but it's like crispy feeling. Oh my god. It tastes just like a popsicle. There's a popsicle that tastes like this. It's delicious. This is one of the best things I've had, and I'm not just saying that because some adorable little kids gave it to me. That's so good. And I feel like it's really sticking to my teeth. So it's 3:30 right now. It's been a little bit slow last hour, which has been fine by me. I really want to just finish eating a bunch of candy, but let me show you what the booth looks like. So that's where the little blobby goat was. That's where the cow goat thing was. That's where the chicken was. So this whole area is a little bit empty, which is fine. I really learned my lesson about just talking about card hangers, huh? I sold the last hammerhead shark, and the flowers look the same. No action on the flowers. Everyone always talks about the cactuses, but nobody wants to buy one. There's my 2 bookmarks looking kind of sad. I was like trying to find a page in here to flip it to put the bookmarks in. First I was going to do this one. I was like, oh, look at this beautiful illustrated picture. But then down here it says, fancy if you can my extreme horror of finding a mouse drowned in that pudding sauce. So I was like, maybe not this page.
Wish I had an ounce of sympathy. Yeah, I tell my friends that I wish you well, but the truth is, honey, that I hope it hurts like hell. Like hell. When you see me leaving here with someone else, well, the truth is, honey, that I hope it hurts like hell. Like hell. Remember when you tried putting up a fight? Bet you feel stupid. Tried to make a scene, didn't change a thing. Damn it, you blew it. And you're probably out there somewhere missing me. Wish I had an ounce of sympathy. Yeah, I tell my friends that I wish you well, but the truth is, honey, that I hope it hurts like hell. Like hell. When you see me leaving here with someone else, well, the truth is, honey, that I hope it hurts like hell. Like hell. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hope it hurts like hell. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hope it hurts like hell. I hate to hate someone, but you make it so easy. Make it so damn easy. I hate to say I won, but you're the one who needs me, and I'm the one who's leaving. Yeah, I tell my friends that I wish you well, but the truth is, honey, that I hope it hurts like hell. Like hell. When you see me leaving here with someone else, well, the truth is, honey, that I hope it hurts like hell. Like
Okay, so it's the end of the day. We've all, well, I packed up. Okay, there's other booths here that are not packed up, and it's probably rude that I'm packed up already. Let me put in a headphone. You probably can't hear me. Okay, so I saw this booth earlier, and I wanted to come back and look at it because I'm super excited to show you some of the things in here. This booth is called Fido Fiber, and it is an adorable couple. They hand dye yarn. The husband's literally crocheting right now. I don't know if he wants to be on camera, so I won't turn it around. But wait, let me show you their logo. Fido Fiber. I had to ask them how you pronounce their name. Look at this awesome stuff they have. This is some sale yarn, but like hand-dyed yarn. These hats are very, very soft. Look at these. Oh my gosh, look at the little speckles in this one. Look how beautiful that is. I know a lot of people that watch my channel only do plushies, but if you ever make wearables or like venture into anything besides plushies, you should really look into getting hand-dyed yarn. It just feels really special. Look at that. Rainbow Viper. Okay, look at this awesome, these awesome tote bags that they make. Anxious with a yarn addiction. Bringing Granny back.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Kezia.
Hi, I'm the owner and dyer of Fido Fiber. I've been dyeing for 6 years now, and I live in a small mountain town with 2 kids, and I enjoy doing it. So
That's amazing.
yeah,
Just yarn bringing people together.
yeah, absolutely. It has been a crucial thing in my life. I started with it when my sister was on bed rest with an autoimmune disease, actually, and we all learned how to knit.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And your husband crochets now.
Yep.
That's
He learned it a
incredible.
few months ago, and he took off. He's making little plushies and hats and everything. So
That's incredible. I love it. A family of yarn people.
yeah.
And tell us about the tote bag.
So the tote bags are my original sayings and designs. And anxious with a yarn addiction, one of my friends is always like, man, the knitting always calms my anxiety and all this. I'm like, that should just be a thing. Like,
Yes.
everyone that I meet, like, always says yarn calms their anxiety and stuff. And
Absolutely. I love it.
so, yeah, I ran with it, and I think it's fun.
I think it's awesome too. Okay, I got super hot and sweaty, so hair's up, cardigan's off. I just took the canopy down by myself, which I'm super proud of myself, and I didn't film any of it. And now I'm moving the truck to load up. Loading up by yourself is hard, guys. I'm hot, I'm sweaty, and I'm out of breath. Hardest part of teardown was definitely carrying my tent weights and my canopy to the truck. But now that the heavy, big things are loaded, I just gotta go get all my other stuff. Oh my gosh, I can't form words. Okay, look at this. Can you see how sweaty I am? I can't actually see the phone right now, but I'm sweaty. Okay, I'm all loaded up. A little girl helped me carry like the last 2 bins to my car. It was so cute. So I gave her a rose. Definitely want to do this event next year. I'm going to stop recording so I can put the AC on full blast. I know you're wondering, what am I going to eat for dinner? I don't know yet. I got to call my husband and see what the baby wants. Thank you so much. You too. I'm driving my dad's truck right now. And you know, like when you see those guys that like are in a big truck and they pull out for no reason and the truck is like vroom, vroom. You know what I mean? I totally get it, because driving a big truck is super, super fun. And now my opinion about those guys has changed. Like, yes, some of them are still annoying, but like, it's really fun. It's super, super fun. I feel really tall. And when you press on the gas, the truck goes vroom, vroom. So that was a goat festival. If you're wondering why my hair looks so much more faded, it's because my daughter started swim lessons and I've been getting in the pool with her. My hair has not been liking the chlorine very much. And I really want to redo my roots, but I'm gonna wait until swim lessons are over because I don't think it's gonna hold up with chlorine. So in case you haven't seen it, I think I know how to link things inside like the iCards. If not, I'll put it at the end of the video. I did a video on my channel where I talked about my first month of being monetized on YouTube and what that process was like. And I revealed inside the video, I was gonna use the funds from my first month of being monetized to buy my daughter's swim classes. And I did, and it's been really fun going. I really love this event. It definitely wasn't my busiest event, but I love being in the town of Paradise and I really love that community. I had so many compliments from the customers and so many people told me that they had never seen things like mine before. It was really nice doing a show in a different area, and now I've done shows in 4 different towns, even though I just started. So before we get into the numbers, I know I revealed inside my market prep video with the goats that this market would have the least amount of inventory that I've ever brought, and that was definitely true, and the numbers reflect that. But I was really happy with the things that I made. I just wish I had more of them. I wish I had made 100 goats. People really like the eyes I made. I've been having a really fun time making these eyes, and I want to release a drop soon. So if you're interested in any of these designs that I'm showing on screen, keep an eye out, and I will be releasing information on how to purchase soon. I think my daughter's waking up from her nap. She's laying down with my husband right now, but I'm going to try to get through this before they come out here. So in cash, I made $198, and in Square sales, I made $218. That brought my total to $416. And then I paid $6.50 in Square fees, and I paid $100 for my booth fee, which I actually made a mistake. For my last market vlog, I thought my booth fee for the Gridley Street Fair was $100, which I thought was kind of high. That booth fee was only $60. This booth fee was $100, and I definitely thought it was high, especially since this was the rescheduled date. I was also nervous because Paradise doesn't have a lot of people who live in the community anymore, but since this event was celebrating such a good cause, I felt like it was worth it to go ahead and pay the $100 booth fee. So that brought my grand total take-home amount to $316, which is my least successful market that I have done out of my 6 markets, and that's okay. I know 100% that it's because I didn't have enough inventory, and if I had more inventory, I am confident that I would have sold it. And since I know a lot of people who watch my channel only make plushies, I just wanted to add this next part in case you were curious. I broke it down into plushie sales versus non-plushie sales. And in the future, I'd like to do this again when I have more inventory, when I have more flowers and more keychains and bookmarks and car hangers and things like that, accessories that are not just plushies, because I want to see how the numbers change. But in non-stuffed animal items, I sold $67. That was $25 in bookmarks, $12 in car hangers, and $30 in flowers. And in plushie items and stuffed animal items, I sold $350 worth. I just thought that was a little interesting thing that I could add. So I will be taking a short break until my next market, which is on the 4th of July. It's going to be a night market. I'm really excited for it. I want to get some lights for my booth and see what that's like to have a market at nighttime. And to end my video today, I'm going to be doing an impression of Robin from SweetBeansCrochet. She ends her videos like this. If you like this video and you enjoy content about market vlogs or prep with me videos, I post about once a week on my channel showing you all the behind the scenes footage from Cat K Crochet, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Who wants to be my best friend? Does anybody want to be my friend? Do you want to be my friend? Come here. No? Do you want to be my friend? How do we do this? Do I come to you? Do you come to me? How about you? Do you guys want it? Oh, I like your spiky dog collar. Right? That's what I was saying. You want some food? You just want to eat some grass.